Okay, everyone. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, January 26th, and we are doing a live stream just to update you a little bit on some information. We'll promise we'll keep this brief. Promise. Okay, so we wanted to let you know that after speaking with the attorneys today, that a lot of people have been asking questions about what we're doing. What is the goal here? When is this gonna be over? And when do we get to argue and all those happy things? So basically, we're still in the TRO phase, the restraining order phase. But the judge said, like, everything's paused, stop. They got to fix this rollout. It was all fakak. They got to fix this, get out the correct information, make sure that everything that that needs to be in place is in place before he says, okay, roll out your Medicare Advantage plan to the city. And our goal is to make sure that the corrected information is disseminated, which is why everyone here keeps asking you to contact your physicians, contact your hospitals. I know it sounds redundant, but we have to keep doing it, because if your physicians and your facilities are not getting the information, then it's not, the Alliance and the city are not doing their job. And the only way that we can prove that is by coming to you going back to them, and then giving us these notarized statements so that we can give them to the lawyer and that they can be put into the case. So that said, you need to be able to make an informed decision on whether or not you are going to elect to be in this plan. And we need to make sure that the city is disseminating the correct updated information. You need to be able to get that information from the 833 hotline. So we are going to continue to ask you to contact the 833 hotline. Ask them for a printed copy of the enrollment guide, the new updated one, so that we know that it's being distributed, because they told the court it can be distributed. It's available upon request only. If you want it, request it. Ask for it. If you have a vision disability, ask for a large print. Under guidelines under Empire Blue, they're supposed to be making things accessible to you. Ask for a large print. Let us know if you're not getting it. If you're not, hey, we could use a statement on that. Ask for the EOC in print or large print, however. But these were documents that they are supposed to be making available by request in print. So if you want it, please call 833 and request it. If you do not get it, we need a statement. Some people have been complaining that 833 is telling them the enrollment guide is not available, or the EOC is not available. We need that in writing as well, because that then shows you cannot be properly informed if you don't have access to these documents that they stated were available to you. Okay. So the next thing is, our case is going to be argued. The merits of our case will be argued. Today, we received notice that the judge has asked to hear from us on February 23rd. So we are preparing for that as well. Let's see. The next thing on the agenda is this MLC letter regarding prescription drugs. Came the 21st. We're going to ask you, if you read this very carefully, see what parts of this pertains to you, especially those of you who do not have a prescription plan through your welfare fund, and then call your respective welfare funds or your former unions for clarification. There is some confusing information coming out from the UFT regarding this as well, and we know that because you UFT retirees have been also contacting us to share with us your confusion. I'm going to ask you to please go back to them, since clearly they are the ones that are part of the MLC. Okay. Wrapping this up, the last thing we want to tell you is that we are also working with an organization called CROC, Cross Union Retirees Organizing Committee. Now, they are going to be doing, they're the ones that were doing the emails to Mayor Adams a couple months ago, about a month ago. They are also going to do another campaign coming up, which I will post about later on today, asking you if you wish to send a Valentine to Mayor Adams. If you do, we're going to keep this super simple. I'm going to make a post. And then if you would like your name signed to the card, we're going to ask you to write your name, comma, your local, former union, whatever. And if you didn't have a union, that's fine too. So it, like mine would say, Marianne Pizzatola, comma, local 2507. So put your name, your union, and then Croc will come onto our page. They're members of our page. They will just take the names, sign them onto a card. And when they go to do their rally in New York City, if you are in New York City and want to join them, hey, I'll put up the date and all the information, feel free to go and hang out with them, go and, join the protest. They will give these Valentine cards to them. I want to give them a hats off because they came up with a really cool name. Madeline, I'm going to screw this up, so I'm going to give this to you to say it, but this is pretty cool. So check this out.
So you know that we were referred to as the Rump Organization by Mr. Niscoli. So Croc, and I hope I've got this right, Croc came up with Retirees United for Medicare Preservation. So we are the Rump Group.
Rump Group.
And they get all the credit for that.
Yep,
Yes, they do.
That's
I
right.
love
We're
that.
gonna
Don't
own
you
it.
love that?
We're gonna own it. They want to call it, we're gonna own it.
So take that, Mr. Niscoli. So please feel free, put your name down, your local, so that we can show the mayor the diverse population of retirees that this is affecting, and have your name signed on to that card. It'll be a Valentine card that says, please don't break our hearts, Mayor Adams, just something to that effect. And then that organization will deliver them in Manhattan. If you're in the metro area and you want to join them, the information will be up there. Please reach out to them, or please just show up at the area. I'll make sure those details are posted for you to go and join them. And I think that's it. Am I forgetting anything?
No, I just
had a
want to let
list.
everybody know. Oh, go ahead, go.
Oh, I'm saying, Marion, you did have a list, right? I know you were writing things down yesterday. Okay.
On a piece of scrap mail. Yes, there's my notes. It's there.
So-
This is my notes of what to say.
I am not ignoring your emails. I know there's been a delay because normally I get back to everybody within 2 to 3 hours at most, maybe 4. It's been a little longer, maybe not even 9 to 10 hours. I just been in transit, going to some appointments. I've been on the road for like 4 to 5 hours at a clip, driving back and forth. So some of the emails come over late at night. So I am not ignoring you. I do get back to you. It's just a little longer than normal. So I just want to let you know what was up and that I'm back to resuming normal operations, whatever you want to call it. So I just want to let you know, because, it just seemed, it was like, okay. And it's like, and then now it's back.
Fell off.
Yeah. We are 13,000 people in our Facebook page, and there's over about 5,000 on our website. So we do need to ask, please, if you are not registered for emails on our
Right.
website, please go to our website, www.nycretirees.org. Go to the registration email page, whatever that page that is, and put your contact information in there. If we need to get a hold of you, that's the easiest, quickest way, because it does ask you for your email address and it asks you for a phone number. That way, if something comes up, and especially with these authorizations or these affidavits or questions, something about you post that's time sensitive, we need to get in touch with you quickly. It's the easiest way. We won't share that information, promise. But please register for them. We will also send out those emails periodically. There will be one with this on it as well, so that the non-social media Facebook people can can have access to those to that information, and share it with their friends. So, but please, that's super important. And keep your donations coming. Thank you for everyone who has been supporting this. All of that money has been going to run this organization and the legal bills, and not to any one of us. This is all volunteer for all of us. So that on that end, thank you, because we foresee that this is clearly this is going into the end of February where the merits of our case will start, and it will probably take a little bit longer than that to wrap that up. So continue to support this. We thank you for that. Know that our efforts so far have delayed this from being implemented half-assed, and given the time that the city and the Alliance have been pushed to put the correct information out there so that this must be implemented, it is implemented in a way that factual information is out there, that you can make an informed decision while we still argue the merits of our case that this should not apply to us. That said, did I forget anything? Are we done?
Oh, you didn't know, you're good, you're good. I'm
Okay.
waving to people, they're waving and
Okay,
watching the messages go by. Hi, everybody.
someone explain the dumb letter that was sent. Louis, if you're talking about the last dumb letter that was sent from the 21st, we've already did that, so go back and watch this later. That dumb letter, it should be self-explanatory, but maybe, I don't know, if I can convince Madeline to do another Zoom with us and tag some of this BS that's been put out with her new buzzer.
I'm available to do so this evening.
So am I.
Here we go.
Oh, we gotta do
Okay.
it before 8. We have to do it before 8. I
For
have
8 o'clock, okay.
Okay, so very quickly, we'll hang up on this one and start that one.
Yeah.
But we'll try to debunk some of this. There is a lot of misinformation out there from your former unions. We are aware. Thank you for sending it to us. We have a collection. I have a pile over here that we are going to use, and we're not going to let that slide. Don't worry about it. But thank you for your support, for supporting us in this and helping us through it. Without you, we wouldn't have gotten this far. So thank you.
Thank you.
We'll
Have a
see
good
you soon.
evening, everyone.